But these, I'm going to put Earth here. Because beyond Earth, there are even controllers beyond them. So these would be considered royalty from Draco. Draco, I'm going to put Draco royalty. They, even within the Illuminati, people don't know about their existence. Everything is compartmentalized. Before you're even in one of these groups, you're in other subgroups that are associated to the main groups within the Illuminati. And to further complicate things, you may be, let's just do this, you may be in a group, and let's break it up even further. You may be in a group over here, and you may not even realize that you are part of this organization. Or you may be in a group that is associated to one of these other groups, and you may be in this group, this secret society, but you may not, depending on your level within the group, you may not realize that your group has dealings with one of these groups within the Illuminati. So that's how all of this can be kept secret. These higher-ups within this layer of the Illuminati will be aware of some of the ins and outs of the Draco royalty that they are following. Depending on the level of that secret society that they're in, they may not be privy to the existence of the controllers. But the Draco, but only the royalty, which are typically the Kygar race. This is their physical body. Okay? We're talking about physical earth, physical body. The Kygar vessel, it's being incarnated by a regressive energy. We're going to touch on that, and then we're going to stop the live. The Draco royalty are giving their commands all the way down to these different groups within this top level. And then their job is obviously to distribute their commands from there down. So this group here is not going to even be aware of the Kygar. Within these higher ranks up here, you have black priests and white priests groups. Not like literal priests, this is what they're called. You have different groups, right? And then you may have, a group over here with a 3-letter acronym for a government agency. And so all these groups are part of the whole. Within each group, you have different levels. So you may be in this group, you may be in that group, but you don't even know the ins and outs unless you're in the higher rankings of that group. And they're the ones receiving their direction from the ones that are up here. And your job in these higher rankings is to distribute the information to the lower rankings within your group. And then they're not aware of anything. The do people, right? They're just doing a job. They're just part of this group, whether it's an open group or a secret group. And then they are told, you need to do this, distribute this information to these other little groups, and then this group distributes it down here, and then they distribute down here, and down here, down here. So there is no way to get the information from any portion of this and have the whole story. It's horrible what they're doing, but it's masterfully executed. This is not their first rodeo. You think Earth is the first time they did this? No. For millions of years, they've conquered civilizations on different planets and have blinded them, and then they don't even know that they're slaves. A long time ago, and we're not going to get into all that, they have realized the best way to control the people is to turn them into slaves where the people do not realize that they are slaves. Once the people realize that they are being controlled and they are slaves, they rebel. They rebel every time and time after that. So they know they need to keep it a secret. They need to keep the depopulation. And now obviously they'll give you bits and pieces there because of the karmic law and the cosmic laws. They'll put little hints out there so that way they can get away with it. They're conniving. They know what they're doing. Again, this is not their first rodeo. This is not the first civilization. This is not the first planet that they've taken. So what happens is they get this going, and now the ones that are directing everything, the Draco royalty, the Kygar vessel, because the purer the DNA, the more respect they're given. So what happens here is they are giving I'll show you who the true controllers are, even beyond the physical. And then we'll end it there. They, even beyond this pyramid, or if you want to put a little star up here, however you want to say, they are loyal to regressive energies, or better said, actually, higher regressive portions of consciousness. So this is who really is running it. It's these energies, sparks of consciousness that have left from higher planes and felt this rejection. And on my website for free, in my book, I talk about that. But the regressive energies are the ones that are really directing. And that's why during these SARs, the satanic, SRAs, should I say, satanic rituals, abusers, they do this to lower the frequency so that way they can manifest these regressive energies. So they can communicate to their gods, the ones that they worship. And then they get the direction from them. They get to see the best timeline, the most regressive, and what action to take, and who they are loyal to. And now they implement. All right, I'm going to stop the live there. All right, everybody, all my starseeds, let's continue the hard work. Much love. All right. Let's see. Does this ask me anything? We're talking metaphysical. Go ahead. Let's talk metaphysical. Let's talk hypnotherapy. Let's talk higher self. Let's talk guidance. Go ahead. Let's talk metaphysical. Let's talk higher self.